thumbnail just as I was switching my hands. Uh, Monday morning. At least it's going to be the cooler day of the week at like 90 degrees out in this afternoon. The bottom May 60. Well, actually, it's cold. I think it's a cool 63 out here this morning. So it's breathable. Uh, okay, so things are wrapped up in Bristol as far as Doctor Who filming goes. Um, an interesting week. The thing is like I said, there's speculation now screaming around. You've got the usual suspects running around on channels claiming they know what's going on and yada yada yada, and they're trying to feed false information to folks like you and me. Um, the problem is, like I said, I'm just going by what my sources are telling me, and I always warn you. I was shocked when the David Tennant thing turned out to be true because I didn't think they'd go backwards, but like I said, at the same time, it kind of made sense because of the fact that you know you got a new doctor coming in and it just happens to be on a major milestone. um I'm just hoping it ain't going to turn out to be a cheese fest. The fact that they've brought Donna back in, Catherine Tate. um but it also, like I said, it saddens me. My favorite one I've been harping on like crazy is Doctor Who is back, and me and a bunch of other people are like, it never went anywhere. It's been here. It's like it's not our fault you turned your back on it. It's like, ugh. But like I said, you got to be a bit open minded about these things. Like I said, one of these days, I keep saying, I might, break down and watch, some of the new Star Trek stuff. But the problem is they're using all the usual tropes. Now we've got Nurse Chapel, Cadet Uhura. It's like, who else have I? Oh yeah, of course, Spock. But Spock was always there with Pike. That was um, pretty much a given since the Cage. I like the fact they did. From what I was told, they brought in someone for Captain April, because according to the unofficial lore for years, April was the first captain of the Enterprise when it first departed. But okay, as far as Doctor Who goes, like I said, you've got, oh goodness gracious, I love all these gatekeepers out there who said it must stay this way or I will be mad. And it's the same thing going on now with Obi-Wan Kenobi. And from what I heard, they pretty much greenlit a second season for that, and it originally wasn't even supposed to have one. Or here's my other favorite: they give you a flashback sequence on Kenobi, which I thought was pretty well done, and it pretty much summed up the episode as to what was going on, in the main storyline. So it wasn't an unnecessary flashback. It wasn't done for nostalgia. It wasn't done for this, that, these, and those. It was part of the actual story. But, of course, the only thing you kept hearing is, oh, they look too old. Just like when they brought Luke Skywalker back, suddenly every armchair reactor has become an expert. Oh, look, they look a little cagey there. Oh, oh. I'm like, folks, just the fact that Luke Skywalker was back, you should have been happy. Period. And plus you got to realize Mark Hamill's X number of years old now, and it's like, my favorite, it's got to be Sebastian Stan. I'm like, it does? Why? I'm like, why is everyone fixated on Sebastian Stan as being, a replacement Luke Skywalker? For one, you're not going to get him, because then they'd have to pay him to also come in and do that when he ain't being Bucky, the what do you call it, the Winter Soldier guy. I know everybody's been going on, yeah, about that too now. About Troughton didn't die as heir, and the two doctors, and I'm like, oh well, it's like, well, heck, it's like, oh yeah, he's also using the fourth Doctor's old console room in the beginning of the episode. Now, why they had to have that scene is beyond me. It's like they know they don't have access to the original TARDIS console at that point in time, or it might have cost money to reproduce it that they didn't have. But I'm loving how the gatekeepers are going crazy. From what one friend of mine told me back, because back then, look, because all the stuff going on with Colin Baker, there were talks about putting Troughton back in as a temporary fill-in then. But I'm like, and there was also talks of replacing the Sixth Doctor with a woman. That came straight from Sidney Newman. And yet you introduce these concepts in this high and enlightened 21st century, and people go crazy. I know, it's just, a lot of people just don't realize time catches up with you. One of the things I loved about Carrie Fisher was all these fans seem to think it's like I've done this or that because I don't look the same way I did back when we filmed Return of the Jedi. It's like, sorry, but, time marches on. Any life advice? Oh, God, I don't give advice. I try not to. I said, just be careful out there because, the false prophets are wandering around dropping fake news all over the place. My other favorite one that they've been doing lately is another one they've been known to do is they've been telling people to go to filming locations and they're completely false. They'll put up a fake picture, say filming's here, and then they'll die laughing as they sit there and watch you run around Cardiff trying to find the right filming location. I've seen that happen before. Also, the fake guys are out running around on the sub forums, putting out fake, volumes of fake plot devices. Yeah, they've been. I look at it this way: Georgia's probably happy they're keeping Tennant busy because it's like, heck, how many kids have they got now? Keep that man at work. Every time he's home for more than a week or two, I end up pregnant. Then again, this is David Tennant. Poor guy probably just walking into his house and poor Georgia gets pregnant. It's like, he is such a manly man. Ha ha. Well, like I said, not much going on out there in the world today. It's just what you call it. Going to be a slow news day until we get some more, filming locations or things like that. Yeah, he's always constantly running around, David Tennant, between voiceover things and, acting opportunities, and the guy's just really, really busy. That's one another reason, plus he's already got Comic-Cons booked and stuff. Like he's got conventions booked over here. And that's another thing that kind of threw me off because I'm like, how's he going to be doing that? He's got to be at a con at such and such a time. But I don't know. Yeah, he was a great doctor. Like I said, all of them were in their own ways. It's just sometimes folks don't want to see the better, Well, also the fact I don't think there's just going to be one special. I keep hearing 3. It's going to be a series of 3 specials with an tied-in story arc that's going to lead, of course, to the regen that'll lead finally, into Shutigatwa. Oh, like I said, sorry. I wish I had more exciting news for you, but of course, there's people running around. That's right. David Capaldi and Matt Smith are in London right now at the same time, and I'm like, maybe because they're British. But Matt Smith has been spotted with his signature hairdo recently. So that could just be part of the quote unquote, if they're going to do the degeneration thing. Like I said, I'm just not sure how well this comic book idea is going to fly, because a lot of the stuff that RTD's throwing in there is from way back. We're talking when Doctor was a Marvel guy. It did happen for a while. I remember because for a while he even traveled with Death's Head, who went to the Transformers universe, from what I've been told. So, well, folks, I got to get running because I just noticed the time. Please be kind, be calm, be safe. Take care of yourselves out there. Hopefully, we'll see you all in the future. But until then, I'm going to run. Take care, everyone. Have a nice day, okay?